hate it here. Your weekly unanesthetized colonoscopy of the truth by Dr. Spider Jerusalem. Medical disclaimer. Listening to my column may induce cerebral hemorrhaging, spontaneous bowel evacuation, and a sudden violent distrust of authority. These are not side effects. This is the cure. All right, you twitching bags of obsolete flesh. They told me I needed to inject some culture, some history into this filthy rag, to look back at the grand American experiment before it became the festering petri dish of societal syphilis it is today. They said, Spider, enlighten the masses about the storied past. Fuck that. The past isn't some hallowed hole of marble gods. It's the same overflowing toilet bowl as the present, just with sepia-toned scum. So today, we're digging up a fossil, a big one, the kind that slouched towards oblivion with a spray tan and a history of gilded toilets. We're dusting off the counterfactual interview vehicle, that glorified soul scanner for the digital damned, and we're wheeling in a specimen from the swamps of ancient American history, back before the collapse. A bloated, bellowing creature of ego known to paleontologists as a Donald Trump. And we're giving him his first real physical, his first real cognitive exam. Forget those love letters written by White House physicians who probably got their medical licenses from a box of carcinogenic cereal. Men who looked at a walking monument to cholesterol and declared him the pinnacle of health. We're bypassing the pleasantries. I've retooled this miserable machine to bypass the bluster and plug right into the shrieking, terrified lizard brain hiding beneath the golden mane. Log on, counterfactual interview vehicle, the 1.2, override Jerusalem 01. Initiate subject, Trump Donald J. Era, circa 2017 to 2025. Apply diagnostic filter. Brutal fucking honesty. Recalibrating. Subject loaded. Simulation active. The smell of well-done steak with ketchup permeates the room. Good God! The simulation flickers into existence. A man with a face like a collapsed pumpkin pie sits across from me, his tiny hands balled into impotent fists on a grand mahogany desk. All right, Don, let's skip the part where your tame doctor tells the slobbering masses you have the cardiovascular system of a 20-year-old athlete. Vitals now. Tell me about the midnight cheeseburgers and the mountains of Diet Coke. Don't lie. This machine reads lies like sheet music. The doctors, tremendous doctors, the best. They said I'm in perfect health, better than any president. Lincoln, maybe not. He was tall, but stronger. My arteries, you wouldn't believe it. Machine, translate the bullshit. Translating. Vitals suggest chronic elevation in blood pressure controlled by medication. Lipid panel shows cholesterol levels of a deep-fried fryer. Diet consists of 4 major food groups: grease, sugar, artificial sweeteners, and undigested red meat. Subject displays cardiovascular health consistent with a man whose primary form of exercise is getting into and out of golf carts. Lovely. Now for the fun part. The cognitive test. I understand you're very proud of a little memory quiz you took, something about acing it. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. 30 for 30. The doctors said nobody had ever done that. They were amazed. Tremendous. That's the Montreal Cognitive Assessment. It's designed to detect mild cognitive dysfunction. An average person scores 27.4. It's not an IQ test, you calcified toadstool. It's a screen for dementia. But that was years ago. The creator of the test himself said those results are outdated now. So, we'll do a new one. My version. Draw a clock. Put all the numbers in. Set the hands to 11:10. You did this once before. Go on. The simulation attempts to sketch the clock. The circle is a malformed oval. The numbers bunch up in oval. The numbers bunch up in one quadrant. The hands. He stares at them, confused. What is abstraction? What does a stitch in time saves 9 mean? Simulated Trump. It's a saying about things, very powerful things. They all come back brilliantly together. English professors, they say it's the most brilliant thing I've ever seen. They call it the weave. That wasn't an answer. Let's move on. I see files here on malignant narcissism, rambling tangential speech, and confabulation. You brag about things that never happened. For years, experts have been screaming about cognitive decline. Tell me, who's the leader of Hungary? Simulated Trump. A great man, strong leader, leader of Turkey, borders on Russia. Diagnostic analysis. Subject displays symptoms of tangential thinking, poverty of speech content despite excessive word count or word salad, and potential semantic paraphasia, the confusion of related concepts. Rote memorization, e.g., person, woman, man, camera, TV, remains functional, masking deficits in executive function and abstract reasoning. So, let me get this straight. You present yourself as a bastion of strength, a stable genius, but the raw data suggests your brain is a bowl of scrambled eggs being stirred with a disconnected phone charger. Presidents and candidates have always lied about their health, from FDR hiding his polio to JFK masking Addison's disease. But this is different. This is screaming the asylum is on fire while appointing yourself Chief Fire Chief. The simulation turns red, spittle flying from its digitized lips, rambling incoherently about rigged examinations and windmills killing whales. And there it is, you sorry sacks of meat, your ancient history. The dirty secret wasn't just concealed heart disease or a secret illness. The secret was the void staring back from behind the eyes. A reality patched together with brags and lies and nonsense, consumed and repeated by millions because it was easier than looking at the ugly truth. They demanded transparency, but settled for a good show. My examination is over. Diagnosis? Terminal. Now pry your pasty asses off your nutrient fluid infusion thrones and recognize the rot when it starts. History doesn't just repeat itself, it festers. Now leave me alone. I need to bleach my optic nerves.